Friday, September 22nd, 11:17 a.m. New York time. Good morning. It's a review of my day trades. I day traded the euro. I took 3 trades, 2 of them long and 1 of them short. They all closed for profits. Thank goodness. Happy camper. I selected the euro because the euro represents the largest weighted average in the US dollar index. The euro represents 57.6% of the US dollar index. This is the US dollar index. Daily chart. I was leaning bearish bias because the wicks, we had a lot of huge wicks here showing that there was a lot of selling there. Yeah, there was demand bringing it up there, and then there were rejections. Got it? So again, I mentioned the euro makes up a big part of it. The euro would trade inversed. So now we're queuing the euro. Here's the euro on the daily. Same thing. Look at that, inverse. The huge wicks in the bottom. Big consolidation here on the daily chart. I'm scalping, so I'm only in the positions for a few seconds to a few minutes. Going forward here, looking here at the 4-hour chart intraday on the euro. Come to my trading desk around 7 o'clock, 7:30. After I start my top down, I'm looking here at labeling. Let's go first to the 30 minutes. So I'm on the 30-minute chart here on the euro. So what I do is look at the prior day's high here and the prior day's low here intraday. I want to identify from the current overnight session. This is all overnight session. I want to identify, did we test or break above or below the prior day high or the low? So I'm here, this pre-market session. So here again, I label the overnight high, yellow horizontal line, call it prior day high and prior day low. Then I'm also labeling the overnight high here. And I'm doing this yellow horizontal line because that happened to be the high of overnight. This happened to be the low of the overnight, which were both occurred during the London session. This green area is the Asian session. This is the London session. Yep, the most amount of activity during the Asian session occurs here. The most activity of the London session takes here. And then, of course, London is still open for the U.S. morning market, so overlaps. But the U.S. session overlaps and supersedes the Europe session. So after I got these 30-minute chart labeling the prior day's high and low and the intraday overnight high and low, I go to my 4-hour chart. So the 4-hour chart, I'm looking for the current 4-hour candle. So when I came in here, this candle represents from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. So that was occurring during my pre-market setup. So that being, I look at my current candles to the left, that 4-hour high and low I already have labeled as the overnights. So I don't need to change it to the purple at that time. And then I go to the hourly. So this candle here, this yellow candle was at 7 a.m. So at this time, this hourly I was already labeling. So I labeled the 1-hour low here, which eventually became the 4-hour you'll see shortly. I also labeled the high. See these purple horizontal lines dotted. So again, this was the price action when I was here at 7. So I labeled that 1-hour high there, 1-hour high there. And I did label this 1-hour low. 9 a.m. it changed, so I'll put it back here so you can see. So during that time, this candle gets done, it'd be done 9 a.m. But again, that was the 1-hour time. Then I'm going here on the 15-minute, again, labeling the Asian session and the London session. And then right off the bat, I'm identifying that the Asian session had the London session test the high and low of the Asian session. What that tells you is that, again, there was a lot of undecided traders. They didn't know to continue to the upside or the downside. So again, Asian session was tight, but London session had a high and low overlapping Asian session, making a lot of indecision what the market wants to do. And this huge sell-off here occurred, this big red candle sold. So that being said, let's take it to the 5 minute. Again, I'm trading on the 1 minute, but I want to show you the 5 minute first. So coming in here, we have 7 o'clock here. And as we go forward to the right, coming to 7:30. And 7:30, testing this high right here. This purple dotted line is the 1 hour high. So let's get a look at that. This 1 hour high here and this 1 hour high here to the upside. And then why I'm labeling those, because the current candle to the right did not take out that prior one. So they're swing points. But as we get forward, you'll see this. So this 1 hour candle here, that went up, tested it, rejected it, sold off. Then this 8 o'clock a.m., at 8 a.m., you're seeing on 1 minute, this 8 a.m. price took off like a rocket ship. Huge reversal. Taking out that swing high here, and momentum continue going up into the 8:20 time right here. Big green candle. Went up, reversed. So again, even on the 5 minute, you can still see good trends to trade off of. Well, notice here, this big move up. Sell off. Look at this. This swing low, almost retest it. The candle reversed. So all these buyers that push this up, big impulse move up, sitting on hands, watch for a retracement. Look at that nice setup, bullish pin bar. Reversal right here, nice. Then you had this consolidation phase from 8:50 to 9 o'clock. Yep, consolidation phase, indecisions there. And then you had the dump, bearish pin bars here, dump. Continue going down into the New York session, open at 9:30. We still had trends going down, even at the open at 9:30. Here's 9:30. Then the U.S. economic news that came out at 9:45. Big reverse. Huge impulse move up to the overnight high here. That overnight high here, rejected, went down, went up. So this is what's occurring right now. Let's put this to the 1 minute. Zoom in from the 7 a.m. There we go. So again, my charts are all set up, at least by 7:30. I'm watching for trade setups coming in here. Now again, once we break above it, it will not be valid anymore. So this purple horizontal line represents that 1 hour high. We had a rejection, but we broke above it strong. Look at these big candles, huge. Had a consolidation phase. Again, this was no longer valid anymore. And it also identified to me that, again, the buyers were in control. So look for pullbacks to trade long. Yep. I'm looking at the financial markets too, so shame on me. I missed this getting in here. Would have been nice entry over here. And we took off, went higher, broke above this 1 hour. Again, breakouts often fill, so you look for that retracement and for that entry. So again, we broke above it, pull back. Look at that little white candle. That's candle means it opens and closes the same price. It's also a doji right there. Let's zoom in for the 7:30 time. Really interesting there. Yep, good signal. Pull back. Reversal, nice entry right there. Again, that was no longer valid anymore. This purple horizontal line, so let's change it. And what you had here was, again, consolidation, breakout, staircase on higher high, giving more bullish bias. Took a long, let's zoom in here. Took a long there when it broke above that green candle on the 1 minute. Long. Hoping it was going to continue going to the upside there. Big impulse move up, broke above here. My trade got close for profits. Left a lot of money on the table. Look at that, continue going higher. Okay, I'm scalping. That was nice. So even on the 5 minute, it worked, it complemented. Well, this is a 1 minute, but even on the 1 minute, it worked well. Let's go look at the 5 minute. Here we go on the 5 minute. Right there. Huge impulse move up. From that going forward, momentum continue going to the upside. In this 1 hour also, which you can see here, let me show you the 5 minute. So on the 5 minute, zoom out a little bit. Let's look at this on the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, see this purple horizontal line? Got it. So that was that 1 hour high right there, that inside candle. So from the start of the morning session, starting there, went up, big pump here, testing that. Back here on the 1 minute, broke above it. Remember, I closed my trade here. So once it broke above it, I wait a few minutes after, and then I see it's not valid anymore. Remove it, or just lighten the color. Going forward, but again, that's telling me that was a key level, broke above it in strength. Look at these solid bodies. And going forward, this was a 4 hour high here. Also, let me show you the 4 hour. So this 4 hour high is that yellow candle. See, it says here 4 hours. So it says here on the top left, 4 hours. This yellow candle here, the high of that inside candle means indecision. But like I said, level the 4 hour high there. Now looking at the 1 minute, you're going to notice the big round number, 107. See that 107? Very important. So 4 hour high and a 107. Yeah. I'm looking for a potential reversal and a shorting opportunity. I should have taken it right there immediately when I rejected it. I didn't. Again, I'm looking at the financial instruments. That didn't help. That hurt me. Going forward, broke below here. I took that short. So I got in late short. Again, I felt comfortable. It was going to continue going down. This one, I liked it. I was really bearish bias. So instead of getting out fast, I kept on moving my target price down lower, lower, lower. And I got out here, saw this reversal, inside candle forming. I didn't like that. I was like, okay, inside candle, the bottom of a trend here, that big strength up here on the left, retested it, just closed it. So I closed my working order, but I stayed in a longer duration. So here, this first trade I got in long, 0.19, and it closed 0.820. Yep, under a minute. Here, this short, 0.833, and I closed at 0.842. So this was the biggest gainer I had, because I gave it more take opportunity to make more money. Nice. I'm a happy camper with that. Going forward. Thank goodness I got out there, turned away. Now, from here, 842, look at that big reverse. And we're looking at the 1 minute. And identify, again, this is an important level here. 9 a.m. occurred here now. So this was the top of the hour, 9 a.m. right there. Let me show you the top of the hour. So the top of the hour, this candle gets done 8 to 9. I'd stay at 8 to 9. This candle, so this candle right here, labeled a low right there. Let's go back to the 1 minute. Zoom out a little bit. Right here. This is the, let's do that from 9. This area is at 9 a.m. And I want to wait for like the first 5 minutes to get complete. Beginning of each hour, beginning of each 30 minute, I like to wait for the first 5 minutes. because there's a lot of traders that like to put trades on within the first 5 minutes of the new hour, and that could be wrong whipsaw. So again, I'd rather sit on hands and wait. So I didn't take nothing here. Thank goodness, because if I took short, would have been smacked down. But look, reversed at first 5 minutes, didn't continue going lower, reversed, coming up to the swing high. Nice opportunity to trade bearish there. I didn't. Shame on me. A lot of good trades I missed out of. But again, I'm happy. I won. I didn't lose. A lot more trades could have been trade. Again, this is 1 minute looking at it. Coming closer to that 9:30 session when the New York Stock Exchange opens. In that first 5 minutes, I want to wait. So here we have the New York session open here. Look at that right there, red candle. A lot of chop over here. Let's fix this. So huge consolidation, got a lot of whipsaw too in there. And then it continued going lower, which happens to be this 1 hour low down here. Just make sure I got something drawn right so it doesn't. Yep. There you go. Back to the 1 minute. So this 1 hour low, which started at 9 a.m., all I did was extend it out. So you can see actually where it started on that 1 hour low. Continue going forward. Come into 9:45, huge pump. As this is occurring, I'm still watching for setups, but again, I just don't feel comfortable because there's also economic news happened to be at 9:45 a.m. 09:45 economic news, huge impulse move up. So 9:53, I went long. I liked it. This candle broke above this inside candle, that yellow candle broke above it, so I went long. I like these big candles, and I like that red rejection. Went down there, broke below there, but huge wick rejecting it. Gave me confidence to be bullish bias. And then it ran up, which again, retested. Remember I mentioned this 4 hour high in 107, tested it. I closed my trade early. I did stay in longer, got in at 9:53 and closed at 9:55, but I still had a working order to close at a higher price. Once I hit that price, I was like, okay, that might be it. Let me just close, take profit. Close, took profits. It did go a little bit higher the next minute, which formed that bearish pin bar, but I'm happy camper I closed. Look what happened. Huge sell-off. Yeah, it went a lot higher after, but again, it could have continued going down. So lucky camper. I didn't get in at the low. The low was here, nor did I close at the high. The high was there. But I caught in between. Happy camper. Worked out fine. And to show you some of this purple line, which again was that 4 hour high, was also this big round number 107, key level. And then from there, that went up to the overnight high, rejected it. Again, volume starts thinning out as you get closer after 10. Massive consolidation. It doesn't do me good sitting in a trade when it's doing that. I'm looking for trades to be trending. Finally broke above the overnight high after the 10:30. Let's continue to go and see how things are looking. So again, you notice it breaks above these highs, these horizontal lines I have, and you wait for that retest to come and get confirmation. Broke above it, buying the breakout. The amount of money to be made on that trend is very little. So you're going to wait for that pullback and then that reversal. Nice. And there we are right now. This is back to the 5 minutes. So you can see we're finishing here. Oops. There we go. So this is the 5 minutes chart. Take it from the London session. And just get the yellow hours in, the green hours out for profit, but it all happens within 1 or 2 minutes. First here, the red line showing the red horizontal vertical line showing my shorts. And just alone, look at a 5-minute, they were good too. What I mean good is confidence that the big candle that I wanted occurred. Yep, bullish here. Big 5-minute candle green, nice. My bearish momentum there turned out to be right. Big red candle reversal. Again, I wish I went short higher up there. I would have had more gains. And then here, nice. I went along there, that 1 minute, and the momentum continued going the upside. All worked out fine.